Welcome everyone to our virtual co-working and write-in, edit-in events. Today is our third, fourth, something like that, write-in for Novel Quest, and we will be interviewing Dr. H, the Global Mentor Coach, but more on that in just a minute. I am Coral Sands, author and one of your quest guides for today.
And I'm Ansley Ashe. I'm an author and I'm a co-quest guide.
All right, we love write-in events. Being a quest guide is a lot of fun, but I want to warn you that when we post prompts followed by short bursts of break time so we can really be productive. Think of this as a 1 hour marathon of working on your story.
We are live on YouTube, but feel free to watch the VOD so you can pause if you need more time. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and do all the fun algorithm stuffs.
Upcoming writing events on the Writing Quest YouTube channel. We stream Sundays at 11 a.m. Central and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Central.
Okay, so live with us today we have Dr. H, the Global Mentor Coach, and full disclosure, her name is Dr. Latanya Hughes. Latanya and I are high school buddies, so welcome to Writing Quest.
Thank you for having me.
We're so happy you're here. So, Latanya, for the audience, why don't you explain so first let's talk about your professional. What drew you to becoming a mentor coach, and what drew you to that in getting your PhD so that you could teach people how to be better mentors? What drew you to that?
Bad mentoring experiences. And I literally wrote that. I literally wrote that in the book. It's literally written in the book. In the preface, in the I think it's in the preface of the introduction, bad mentoring experiences. And for me, I just didn't want other people to have those experiences. Like, I feel like people should absolutely have mentors and coaches who, first of all, are passionate about what they do. And second of all, I think that part of the problem is we pick people out of convenience, not necessarily because there is a good vibe, there is a good symbiotic relationship, and not knowing how to go about picking a mentor is often a struggle, or a coach is often a struggle for people. And so for me, being able to provide tools and tips and conversation around, first of all, how do you pick a coach or a mentor? Like, what does that process look like? And then understanding what that mentor relationship is like, because it just depends on where you are and what you need. You have, like, it's not just a one size fits all approach. And I think that sometimes people do that, and that's just not how it works. That's just not how mentoring works at all. I have several mentors because I have a business mentor. I have two business mentors because they bring different perspectives. And at the same time, I have personal mentors, to help me with professional development, personal development. And so there isn't just, okay, I'm only ever going to have one mentor in my life. That doesn't make any sense, because one person can't possibly pour into you everything that you need. That's not how it works. And the reason I have two business mentors, because where one doesn't have the information that I need or can help me in the pipeline or whatever, I can depend on the other one. And many times they are telling me the same thing, but they just have different connection opportunities and ways to push me forward. I have one, I love him. He's a little Jewish white man. He's so funny. I post him often on my page because I believe in also honoring your mentors. I think it's important to pay your respects to people who impart into you. And I never had that from anybody, right? And I feel like it's important to make sure that people who pour into you know how much that information, them taking that time to pour into you, because they don't have to do that. They don't have to do that, right? I don't take everybody as a client. I don't mentor everybody because I'm not a good fit for everybody.
So that would be the thing you would say for people who are actively looking to be a mentor and for people who are actually looking to find a mentor is to make sure that that fit is really, really good. That
That's
the
critical.
fit is the most important thing. Yes, I would agree.
You have to look at it as a relationship. And that's how I market in the book, in my first book, because that was actually my doctoral thesis. You have to look at the mentoring relationship as just that. It's a relationship. There's different stages, and it's based off of Kathy Cram's work. And if you know anything about mentoring, that woman did work way back in the early, the 80s. And people are still using it, but understanding the different stages. What stage of the relationship are you in? Because there comes a point too where that relationship comes to the end of the life cycle. And you have to decide, do we continue or do we separate and go our own ways? And that's not a bad thing, because it might mean that your mentor has done their job and you've grown beyond their capacity. And that's not a bad thing. It just means it's time for you to level up. You know what I mean? And so I look at the mentoring relationship as a parent-child relationship. What stage of that relationship are you in? And again, do you have symbiosis? Because do you, like, personality-wise, this person may have all the knowledge and information you need. But if their personality and the way they deliver and communicate doesn't sit well with you, that's not going to be a good relationship. Because you're not going to receive from them very well. And so you have to think about that. So it's absolutely, if you see it as a relationship, because you both are sacrificing time. Because once you spend time is a commodity that you don't get change for. You don't get it. It's not like I can give you $50 in time for your time and I only use $25 and you're going to give me $25 back. That's not how time works, right? And so
damn it,
if you look at it as that, you know what I mean? If you look at it as this is an investment, and it's a long-term investment, right? Is this a relationship that's going to work? What's the return of investment for me, for both of you? And if you're someone who mentor, you got to check your why for mentoring. Are you really vested in helping other people, or are you doing it to stroke your ego?
Oh, that's like so good. Yeah. I would definitely say, like the motives of why you're doing it are really, really important. Coral and I, we are quest guides. We run this. This is passion for us, right? Like
Right.
We have synthesized. We have studied very hard our, fiction writing. We have studied it really hard, and so like we feel like we have some knowledge. But I also feel like this is a two-way street between us and our audience. Like our audience knows things that we don't know, and we can learn so much just to be like open and out there. So that's one of the reasons we wanted to have you on here to talk about this. So I think what advice would you give Coral and I? Because like I feel like for our audience, we are like very informal mentors. Like it's not a one-to-one relationship. But what advice would you give us for how we approach writing quests?
Half the battle is your passion, and just let that show, let that come out. Be yourselves. Like that's another part. Be yourself, be your authentic self. And I think that those two things, you play off of each other very well, and let that for you. And then create opportunities for your audience to have a voice. You know what I mean? It's just like with writing. How do you treat your characters? Do you give your characters voice? And Ansley, I had to catch myself. Sounds getting ready to say the wrong thing. In my writing, because I write fiction and nonfiction, and Ansley has edited all of my work. She edited my doctoral thesis. She edited everything I've ever written. She's edited every single one. Like, she's phenomenal. Like, she do stuff for me that she probably won't do for y'all, so I'm not even gonna say that. But for me, it is definitely, I mean, we go back to high school. I mean, come on, this is like 40 years here. Get it together, people. But for me, and a lot of times, especially when it comes to fiction, it's important to me to let my characters have a voice. I don't always control the narrative. I want my characters to be free to speak. And you all have created an environment where, okay, you give the writing prompts, but what if there's, somebody wants to tweak it and make it their own, obviously, because guess what? A writing prompt is just like, what's shaking loose, right? Is to help them shake loose, because your goal is to help them come up with something that they're proud of, that they can publish, or if they choose not to publish, but it's just something that they want to do. Creating a safe space for them to do that is important. And I think that that's another part of it. Just make sure that you continue to make the space safe for people to be creative and bring their best selves forward, even if they're not feeling good about their writing, they're not having a good day, they're not, whatever it is. Be encouraging, be motivating, but your passion is infectious, and that helps so much, because mentoring isn't always formal. It's very informal. You could be mentoring people and they'll never ever tell you that, but they'll watch you from afar. I've had people say that to me, like, I didn't know this. One dude was like, "You're like my mentor. You're my unofficial mentor. I look at your videos. I got every single one of your books, and you motivate me." I did not know that. He had been watching me for 2 years. I didn't know that. So
Okay.
people will do that, and you just never know. So just be yourselves and continue to let that passion come through, and that's how that'll keep going.
Okay, so I am dying to talk about this book.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
Yeah, Been Bruised and Broken. So, first of all, we asked everybody, how old were you when you first started fiction writing? How do you think you were when you started writing fiction? Although maybe
I started writing fiction I started writing poetry in 5th or 6th grade, fiction about 7th or 8th grade, because I was writing plays by 9th grade. So
this is a very poetry around, like I think we're telling everybody. Yeah.
I started writing, I was writing poetry in 6th grade. Yeah, I was writing poetry in 6th grade. By 7th grade, I was writing some fiction and short stories. By 8th grade, I was writing plays. Yeah.
Okay. So
I don't know where this is.
Very similar. Very similar story to both Coral and I. But I would like to tell our audience that if you come to this later, Coral and I have both seen people who come to this and they have only thought about writing it, they thought about writing it, but they maybe weren't brave enough to write it as a teenager or in their 20s or their 30s, and they pick it up in their 40s or their 50s or their 60s. You're literally never too old to start. So I would like to say that even though everybody that we have on here is like, oh yeah, I started when I was, whatever, you're still in the right place. You're still doing great. You're still doing fine. What inspired this book? She asks as if she doesn't know.
Exactly. But honestly, I heard the characters talking. It was playing out. I wrote that in 3 days. The characters started talking, and it played out like a movie. So I wrote what I heard and I saw. I sat on it for about a good week or two, because it was just like, okay, I wasn't really sure what direction it was going in. I didn't know who the key characters were, the players were. The first thing I saw and heard was the opening ambulance scene. And that was it. And so I was just like, okay. And then I saw another scene, but they didn't connect. So I had to wait for everything to come together. Once it all came together, 3 days, I wrote it in 3 days, and that was it. I knew the overall point was, it had been burning in me to write something to where it highlighted that. It said I wanted to write something that highlighted good men, that said that good men do exist, and that the problem in relationships isn't always the men, but sometimes as a woman, you're the problem, and you need to look at you. And that was the overall context of it. And I wanted it to be a talking piece. Let's have conversation about, like, what are the issues that a lot of women face, especially if you're an older midlife adult woman dating a younger man, because we got that going on in there. You got someone who's insecure. You have an insecure woman, and I mean very insecure. And then you have one who is like in la la land. Like, girl, are you here? Or like, can we get out of fairy tale land and live in the reality of where you are? And so I think that in having those different characters and, all of those different things, and then seeing the trauma and how the trauma of your past, even from your parents and things growing up, how that affects your dating life and your decisions was really important to me as well. And so I really, really, really wanted that book to be a talking piece. But that's how it came out. I literally just saw and heard the characters and it played out like a movie. So I just wrote exactly what I saw and heard. Like, that's it. That's it.
And that cover is stunning, by the way. Stunning.
Yeah, that cover is amazing.
Thank you so much. Cover sell books, baby. Cover sell books.
That's right.
They do. It is an amazing cover. We were just drawn to it. I think that's one of the most stunning covers we've ever had on Writing Quest. What would you say then? What would you say was your biggest challenge then with writing Bitter, Bruised, and Broken? What would you say your biggest challenge was? Because the story, once it came together, it was there. So was there something in the editing? Was there something that, you still found challenging about it, even though like the story was there? Because
it was definitely editing.
I
have issues editing as I write. That is my problem all the time. Okay. All the time. I think that this time though, because it flowed so easily, it wasn't as bad. I think that the other challenge was resisting putting bits of myself in there and letting the characters be themselves. Because I saw myself in so many of the characters, I also didn't want the characters to not be their authentic selves as they were coming forth, as they were presenting, because I could identify with different parts of this character here. I can identify with this part, like this part of the character here, and I can identify with this one here. I can even identify with the dude here and this scene and this. And so taking a step back and separating myself from the characters and the action of what they were dealing with, I found challenging. So I would intentionally put on music so that LaTanya was separated and distracted from the work so that Lorraine could write.
Awesome. Which is your pen name. Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to move forward. What is your favorite space to write
in? It varies.
We do get a lot of writers who say that, who like some writers like to change their space routinely, and some people have like a favorite space to write in. And
it depends on what I'm working on. If it's nonfiction, I guarantee you it's a library somewhere with books and resources, etc. It just works for me. A coffee shop just works for me. Fiction, it could be sitting on my sofa, in my bed, never in my office. Ever in my office. It could be sitting by the pool.
As we are all of us Illinois people are jealous that LaTanya has a pool. Dr. H has a pool. And the rest of us are all like, yeah, it's cold. Pool.
But yeah, never in my office. Even when I'm doing fiction, nonfiction, sometimes because I got my own library of books in here, but I really can catch a groove when I'm not at home, because when I'm home, sometimes I'm just thinking of everything else that I can do. But once I get in the zone and I'm outside the space, I'll go to like a co-op writing space. My complex as a business center, I'll go over there and write. But yeah, as long as I have everything that I need, I catch a groove, and that's it. So for instance, when I wrote Bitter, Bruised, and Broken, most of that was written with my feet propped up in the living room or in my bedroom. That was it. And like I said, I wrote it in 3 days, but I did not write it in my office. I very rarely am inspired to write in my office, because my office, this is going to sound wrong, but my office is clinical, because I have books here, I have this here, I have this here, and I'm thinking about
where you answer your
work
emails
and coaching. Right, I'm answering emails, I'm coaching, I'm doing that. So that's not very inspirational for me, even for my nonfiction. But nonfiction, definitely a coffee shop or the library. So it just really depends on the project.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting answer. Okay, so next, possibly the most serious and controversial question we ever ask. What is your
Okay.
favorite writing snack? Oh, let me
Popcorn
think.
or sunflower seeds?
Oh, we're so the same. I do eat popcorn. It's actually a discipline to not eat it on the air
Mhm.
live because like I need the salty. We get so many people. We actually got somebody the other day who was like trail mix, but there is a divide between salty snacks, which like I totally am, and sweet snacks, which I don't remember. Corey, you're sweet snacks, aren't you?
I'm sweet. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. And so somebody was
Yeah.
Give
like
me the
trail mix,
chocolate.
and we're both like, huh. Well, but I think this like it makes sense to me. Like I don't know what the salty does for me. I don't know what part of me it hits. It's it just hits like whatever. I need that savory to like spark it. But I would want the chocolate after I get done. And my favorite answer to this was like I don't eat when I'm writing, but I find when I'm done writing, I need a nap. So,
No.
because
No. And it depends on what I'm writing, a glass of red wine.
oh, that's a
Hmm.
good one.
Oh,
That's a good one.
yeah.
Yeah, well, a
Hmm.
little bit to unwind. The nap I empathized with because, like, if you're sitting there thinking about all those layers in your story, like you put like some real brain work into that. I can totally see like you get done and you're like, whew, burn that up,
Yeah. I think, yeah,
need to
I can
reset
understand
somehow.
that because it depends on what you're writing and like the strain, especially like, again, if you're writing a psychological thriller, you probably need to go relax. Your brain needs to
Which
probably nap,
I'm
right?
that's when I need that. That's when I need that glass of wine and a little bit of
Uh,
chocolate afterwards. I don't know. The other
yeah.
thing is like I tend to personally be a night owl, so like I can write late into the night, and there have been I'm not as bad about it as I've gotten older, right? But totally in my 30s, I used to fall asleep at my keyboard. I used to write, and my husband would like wake up in the middle of the night, and he'd be like, "Why is she asleep on her desk?" And I was like.
Night writing is good because it's not that it's quiet, there's a stillness and a level of
Agreed.
peace because there's not movement of a lot of people functioning. You don't have to worry about car noise and outside pollution noise and all of the external things that take your focus and your weight because it's just like we don't realize how subconsciously a car driving by affects your writing, but the stillness of late night writing or just late night working. A lot of times I will opt to work at night and I will knock out hours of work in 45 minutes because there's a stillness and everybody and their mama is not on the internet and things are quick and fast and I don't have to worry about, and then it's peaceful because I don't have 50
And also,
emails
they're
coming
not going to
in.
call me. Yeah, they're not going to call me, email me, or interrupt me. Right?
Correct.
I
So
my
all of those
flow.
different
My flow is fine.
disruptions, it doesn't, you don't have those different disruptions. And so you can flow better. You don't have to worry about your flow getting disrupted by this distraction, that distraction, somebody pulling on you, or this, that, the third, or I got to go walk the dog. I got to do this. I got to do that. It's your time for you. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Good stuff.
All right, we are going to move on, and we're going to start the writing portion of Writing Quests. Are you? I can't remember. Are you staying with us, Latanya, today, or you
No,
have to
I'm
go?
not. I'm
She's
I'm
got to
going
go.
to eat and eat again. I gotta stay on my regimen, and then get ready for tomorrow. And I teach a English class, and right now we're in Shakespeare, so I've got to prepare for that. That's on Friday, but we're teaching Macbeth, so I'm excited. I'm
Our
excited.
drama teacher, we're so fortunate. So like just behind the scenes a little bit, something personal about both Ansley and Dr. H. Our drama teacher was a Shakespeare expert,
She
and
was.
so
My God, today.
many a
Yes.
person fell in love with Shakespeare because of her. And if you did not
Yeah.
fall in love with
The
Shakespeare because of
sessions.
her, it was not possible. And so like I grew up in a house that really hated Shakespeare, and so and we're Kit Marlowe fans. in my family where we grew up. So like, and that rivalry is still, what was it, 500 years later, rivalry still intense only in my house, right?
Listen,
Only people
if
without
you took
PhDs who
Mrs.
care whether or not it was Christopher. Yeah. But if you took Mrs.
Correct.
Sessions'
Listen,
class,
if you had Mrs. Sessions, I promise you, you read Hamlet and you had to memorize at least two of his soliloquies. You read King Lear. We did Macbeth. Um, and she
well,
was
she
going to make us
talks
do
about,
Midsummer Night's Dreams, but we didn't. But we had to read Chaucer later. We had to read Chaucer. So
this is
that was
not a
the
class
other
I was
one.
in. I only had her for drama. Latanya was fortunate enough to have her for English.
I had her
I
for
did
AP
not have her for
English,
English.
so I had to.
She had
I had her
her
for
AP
AP
English, but I
English.
was not in the. I was not in A.
Yeah,
I was in honors, but not AP. So
she
like
was
I didn't.
supposed to be, but her counselor screwed up her schedule and couldn't get her in. But it's
Yeah,
okay. She had her
that's
for
what happened to
drama.
me.
You still had her. You still had her. So
I
yeah,
still I
I'm
love
excited
I
to.
love Miss Sessions. So
Yes.
talk
So
about
I
mentors. Like
am.
sometimes teachers are the
She
best.
was incredible, and she was. So I am getting ready to prepare for my Friday class on Macbeth, and we're talking about actually this Friday. We're talking about soliloquies and the structure of how to write a play. So I'm excited about that because, like I said, I've been writing plays
Amazing.
since I was in junior high school. So it's great.
Yeah,
So
I know. I've read a few of them.
yeah,
Okay, so fiction people, pick up this book. This is the one you want: Bitter, Bruised, and Broken. And although this is fascinatingly, this
it's really
is a
short.
story written. It is short, but and it's a story about Black women. I would say Black women are primarily the audience, but I think anybody who picks it up, if you are not sucked in, then I don't know who you are and why you're reading. Like honestly, this is just a fantastic story.
Yeah.
These characters are so real. And regardless of their particular experience, I found myself in like every single. Latanya's like she put so much of herself in there, but I found myself in almost every single one of their characters. There's something to identify with. It's very well written. The characters are so clear and they're so much delicious fun. They all get in trouble. They all do gnarly stuff. So
Yes.
try not to give anything away, but like go read the book. We'll
But I
put
will
links to
say that
Latanya's stuff.
there is a trigger warning. I do want to say this. The opening scene is a trigger warning. Okay. I do
It
want
is
to give
very
that
intense.
caveat. There is a trigger warning. It opens with a suicide attempt.
Yeah.
That's how insecure one of the characters is. But she also has a friend who is literally cussing her out while she's in the hospital, telling her, you better not die. So you have that little comic relief, but it's serious, but it's not serious. But it's like, I'm telling you now, so I just want to give that caveat just in case someone is triggered, and I don't want anyone to read the book and become triggered and they have a negative experience with it. So I do want to put that out there. But like Melanie said, you can pretty much see yourself. It's also about friendship and the importance of having girlfriends. It's all
And the way
of
they
that.
lift
So
each other
yeah.
up. The way they lift each other
Yes,
up.
and
So
there
I think
are some Q&As in there as well. So if you want to do a book club and invite me to have a conversation with your book club about Bitter, Bruised, and Broken, I am available as well. I'd love to do that for you. So yeah.
Okay. Coral, were there any questions in the live chat today?
There was not, but it has been a pleasure having you. We really appreciate you taking out the time to do it. And as I said, that cover is stunning, is
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you so much. I
And
am
there's
I
just
am working on the sequel. I promise. I'm working on
well,
the
maybe we'll
sequel.
have you back
I'm trying.
next year after the sequel. We'll have you back
People
next
keep
year or
asking
a
me.
couple years from now. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep
We'll
getting
have you
asked
back.
about the sequel. I promise. I'm just trying to figure out which character I want to follow. Yeah.
The Muse strikes
But
when the
thank you.
Muse strikes. Okay. We will leave
Yeah,
links
I
to
got it.
everywhere where you can buy Dr. H, the Global Mentor to Coaches, to her mentoring pages, if you're prepared for that. But otherwise, pick up her books on mentorship if you are thinking of becoming a mentor, or if you would like information about how to choose a mentor. Her all of those books are fantastic guides. And then read her poetry, read her fiction. It's just a good time. It's fun, and we'll leave the links in the description below. So
that poetry book I wrote as my final project in high school in Mrs. Sessions class, every single poem. I just finally published it.
It's the only thing I didn't edit. It's the only thing I didn't edit.
Yes, it's the only thing she didn't edit because Miss Sessions did.
Because Miss Sessions did it and she was better.
Yeah.
Like even then, I was a senior in high school. She was better at it. She's probably, even though she's not with us anymore, she's probably still a better editor than I am. So
yeah, but we learned from the best. So thank you all so much for having me. I had a great time, and you all have fun with your writing prompt and just lean in, have fun with it. Don't take yourself so seriously because that hinders your writing flow. Just let the words flow. Don't think about what you're writing. Just let it come out. Just get it out of your head and onto the paper. Worry about editing later.
All right. Thank you so much.
Have fun. Thank you. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, it is officially time to kick off our Novel Quest writing or editing portion of the show. We'd like to start with a quick 5-minute sprint to get our creative juices flowing. Coral, since you write all the prompts and you don't let me see them ahead of time, please explain the prompt.
Our inspiration word of the day is gumption, referred to as intelligence or common sense, a synonym of courage. I think that is a fantastic word, and it's a great one for us to start with. So whether or not someone has gumption, let's do this. All right, 5 minutes on the clock. All right, that means it is time for a break. I had a few moments trying to figure out what I was going to have gumption about, and it took me a second, but I got there. So 67 words. I'm happy with those 67 words. How about you?
So I got like 40 words. We're not quite attention yet. I know what she's concerned about because my character is making a very important decision, but I didn't even get through the setup because it's a complicated setup, and I'm trying to condense it down just a little bit so that, you know, like it's just like that. So 45 words, a little bit of just a touch maybe of writer's block in there, but we're doing great. So we'll move on.
Yeah, I had to, you know, get the muscle working again, and so that's why we have the first 5 minutes is just to get the juices going. And yep, I think that we should have fun.
Yeah, fun with the next prompt. Okay, so I will just tell you though that my character, the thing she's summoning her gumption, which is like every part of those words. So she there has been a scandal in the campaign affecting somebody very close to her, and she has to decide, is she going to stay in this relationship together and have enough gumption, courage, brains, wit, drive to chart her own path. And if she charts her own path, that may mean staying within the relationship, and it may not. You know, it may be like, is she going to extract concessions or is she going to leave? So she's got a lot of things to think about because, you know, she's not having a good day. She's having a very bad day.
Oh, I like that. I think that's important to, you know, figure out as a person, you know, like, well, how you know, how you react to an issue, it says a lot more about you as a person than what you do afterwards. It's so yeah, I think that's awesome. My characters are in happen to have a little bit of a accidental, like, romantic moment, and the love interest is helping the main character up, and, you know, because they've been injured, and you know, we want to make sure that, you know, that they're okay and that they don't fall and all of that stuff. And so just a little bit of babying going on. It's kind of cute.
This does sound super cute. I'm dying to read this book. Like, I might have to hurt you if I don't get to beta read this thing. Like, this could be a serious strain on our friendship if I don't get to read it. Zid here teasing me with all these things day after day, and I don't get to read it. No, it's more important to get it done. All right, prompt number 2.
What an impact. So whatever happened, what an impact. How did it impact what is going on in your scene? Maybe it's something that happened earlier in your story. It has an impact later on, or maybe there's something in the future. So this is a good time to maybe, you know, toss in some of that foreshadowing and stuff like that. So we're going to think about impact.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. As always, you have the best prompt, Squirrel. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I'm like, oh, I can continue my scene now that it took me a hot moment to get going, but like now that I have it, I know exactly, might be able to work both gumption and impact into the scene.
Love it.
So, like, this is great. This is great. I can't wait.
I think I'm also going to continue my scene as well. I have a very important conversation that needs to happen, and it's going to have ramifications through the whole book. So we definitely need to have the conversation soon.
Oh, is this the thing she's trying to get her, or they are trying to get their gumption up about? Yes.
A little
it
bit,
is.
a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right. All right, that ding means it is time for another break. How did you do? How did you do?
So I got about 325 on that one. So yeah, our scene is going somewhere. We're having an argument with our mother about what we have finally have the gumption to do. So, life isn't easy for characters in a tight jam.
Yes. We have 241 words here, and we had finally asked the question, but it revealed a secret, and so now we're dealing with the aftermath.
Oh my goodness. Ooh. A secret and aftermath. I love it. That's juicy. So, okay. Well, yeah, I don't really know what to say, because, as everybody knows, we've had an affair, we've had this scandal, we have spouses having to deal with it, and how does that blow up a campaign, and is it relevant? And sometimes that narrative takes hold and there's nothing you can do. So, of course, we're dealing with all of that, in our political campaign, and, we're on the other side now. And how is our person accused of perhaps seducing an extremely young person? How are they handling it? How is his wife handling that? Spoiler alert, she's going to leave him. In the middle of the campaign. I know. Which is the thing, because because he's an incumbent and he's very popular, so our protagonist doesn't really particularly stand a chance. So the scandal making this dent in there, this is the thing that's going to open the door for her, maybe to be a little bit closer. So yeah, this thing is going to be a close. There may or may not be a hand recount. I may not know anything about what a hand recount is like.
Nice.
In a really close race. She flies to the entire world. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to determine what's going to happen next. Although I have the secret that we're dealing with, I have to deal with, but I'm not going to deal with the aftermath about that right away. We're going to let that stew for a bit. So now I have to come up with what else can happen when you have an injured person and a non-injured person, and they're in a cabin.
Whatever will they do? That's
Whatever will they do? That is the question.
They don't know each other well enough for the obvious answer to happen. Yes, right? And we're scared because one of us is a predator shifter and one of us is a prey shifter, and yet we're in that infatuation stage where we're I can't think of anybody else but you. Oh my gosh, you have so many options available to you. I think your problem's going to be choosing one. I think that's maybe how that's going to go.
That's pretty much it. I think maybe this next prompt will help me, which is a character pelts another character with food. Whether it be popcorn or whatever.
Popcorn sounds so good right now. I'm dying to have some. Or dinner. Either way.
I'm so hungry.
I know, right?
Food was on my mind when I made these prompts.
Yay. Well, all right. So you're torturing all of us tonight. I see how it is.
Yes.
Well, we'll figure it out. It's a little torture among friends.
That's right. All right, so we're going to dive in shortly. I want everybody to make sure that you're staying hydrated. Make sure you're drinking water or whatever your choice of beverage is.
But remember, your writing is probably, despite what Hemingway might think, your writing's probably going to go better if you do your drinking after your writing and not during your writing.
Yes. just a scotch, you know.
Although buzzed words count, so there you go.
Yes.
See you back here in
There
time.
you go. All right, that indeed means it is time for another break. I'm just going to finish my sentence here.
I love it. That's a great prompt. Like I can totally understand why you'd have trouble stopping in the middle of a sentence. Well,
Yes.
while waiting on Coral writing, I had nearly 400. How many did you have? Cheater, taking extra time, finishing the sentence.
233. I had to think of
That's
what food item I was going to pillage. So we went with grapes.
Do tell. Do tell.
Grapes, yes.
Grapes. Oh,
And they tried to feed. You tried to feed the wolf grapes. It did not go well. there was a little fight over whether or not to feed the grape to the wolf. The wolf was not pleased.
Just a quick reminder, people, if you have dogs, grapes and dogs do not mix, and they can be unfortunately deadly. So do not feed your dog grapes.
Yes.
An important thing. It's an important thing to learn. Okay, so that was okay. I went in the complete opposite direction. So I used popcorn because after all of this scandal and all of this campaigning and all of this whatever you want to call it, she's been burning. Our MC has been running the trail really hard, and her husband is like, no, we're going to take tonight and we're going to do movie nights. And he convinces her by opening up the bag of microwave popcorn, abomination that is, personally, to me. I need real popped popcorn. But anyway, and he has the extra butter stuff and he throws it at her and she's like, hey, that's wasting it. So, we have this cute little relief, this mock fight between this, longtime married couple. Taking a moment to enjoy their favorite gory action movie together. So there you go.
I love it.
Fun times. It's a nice moment to have a breather in there. I've had a lot of really heavy stuff. I've whacked them pretty hard and they kind of need a break. So my readers need a break. My characters need a break. It's time to have a break and not be sad.
Yeah. I like it. This next prompt, we may actually need a little bit of extra time to think about what we want to do. And so the prompt is use a song lyric as inspiration for your scene without saying the words song. So you have to think of what song you want to do, what lyric you want to do, and then use that as inspiration for your scene. Now you know why I wanted to tell you early, so that way you can ponder it.
Oh, I know what I'm using. I'm going to use something
early already?
From my hair. Yeah.
From a hairband, right?
From a hairband. Well, yeah. So yes, definitely from a hairband. Yes, we're gonna do something from one of the hairbands. So yeah.
Love it.
I'm gonna put my lyrics that have been here.
Right.
And then I'm gonna figure out how to make that connect. But I'm gonna put the lyric. I'll put the lyric in. Good job. I got that. I have the song going in my head.
I love that. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm just the one who came up with this. So, but my two lovebirds are getting. Getting to know each other. So maybe something along those lines.
Yeah, sometimes they've got things they've got to know. Now I have to go and make sure that I need to pull up that lyric for real. It's going in my head.
To make sure it's it's not like a misheard lyric.
Yeah, a misheard lyric would be fun because my favorite one of my favorite songs is from the band was just found out, but they misheard the lyric which took forever for them. And then once they tracked down the lost media, they found out what the lyric was. So,
Oh, how fun is that? that ding means it is time for another break. How did you do?
I got 158. Had to triple check those lyrics and make sure they were accurate. They are, by the way, I think something in there, but they are the words from Kyrie from the first, it's part of the first verse of Kyrie from Mr. Mister. So go listen to the song. It's a great song.
Go listen to the song, yeah. I got 201 words. And
oh my gosh, I don't know if this is the first time that Coral beat me, but Coral beat me. Let's have a celebration. Coral got more words.
Yay. I did, just by a little bit.
Every word counts.
But I changed my lyric around. I was gonna do "Devil in a Blue Dress," and
a great song. Do we go with instead?
Right. Well, and so that was what I was doing. But then I was like, that doesn't make any sense in the context of this character, because the character is non-binary and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I was like, there's got to be something out there for I was thinking of that iconic moment on the movies where Tom Cruise was wearing the button-down shirt and tidy whities, and that's it. And so I was thinking of that. Yes. So I was thinking of that song. Yes. And so
okay, go ahead.
So that's what I was thinking. So I found that's the outfit that I found my character had. So
I have to say that as awesome as it is to watch a young Tom Cruise in that, there is absolutely nothing more hilarious than watching Niles do that on The Nanny, where they did the mock-up of the scene, and he's like, that is just the most hilarious thing ever, and he gets caught by CC. That is just beyond funny.
Nice.
So, you can play it for, the fun that it was in Risky Business, or you can play it for the fun that it is on The Nanny.
I love it. Amazing. Yes. Absolutely. So, but yeah, so that's what that's where I ended up going. And
oh my gosh, that is an am I old thing, because if you cannot take your socks and slide across a wood floor like that anymore, you don't have the balance or whatever to do that's definitely if you're sitting there thinking, well, I might break a hip doing that. That's you're maybe a little old on that. That's a sad moment in your life.
I mean, we are kind of aging ourselves with a Risky Business reference anyways.
It's iconic, okay? I think, if you taken something from, I don't know, from The Sound of Music or My Fair Lady, which predates both of us, I think that would be fine. So I think even my kids know Risky Business. Okay, next prompt. Let's just move on.
I hope. All right.
We're going to go back. I know what I'm ready.
With tears in their eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to go clean out that first scene. Yeah. The one that I was writing at the beginning. People can do it.
Yes. My character is just seeing themselves for the first time with the bruises and stuff like that, and it is going to be an emotional scene. So,
I feel so bad for them, but also this is an important thing, a thing that has to happen. But I feel yeah,
yes,
it's a great moment.
All right. I want everybody to take a deep breath.
Stretches.
Do a little bit of a stretch. Get ready. This is our last prompt. We are going
Hydrate
to
if you need
get as
to.
much. Yep. You got this. You got this. All right, that ding means it is time for our final word count. How did everybody do?
I got 107. How about you, Coral?
110.
Yay!
Yay! So fantastic work, everyone. During our next event, we are streaming on Sunday, November 12th at 11 a.m. on the Writing Quest YouTube. We will have a special... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we will have a special guest author, another one of my personal friends, Kaylin Williamson. We will, I'm really excited to interview. She's got some good stuff coming up. Thank you so much to Dr. H, the Global Mentor Coach, for taking the time to speak with us today. Excuse me. It was an absolute pleasure. Check out her links in the description below.
And our ending quote for November challenge: remember, even if you don't make your goals, you're attempting a huge challenge. It's not easy, or else everyone would be doing it. We believe in you. So if you want to keep in touch, you can join our Facebook group, Writing Quests on Facebook.
Before we go, we must thank our amazing producer, David McGinnis. We couldn't do any of this without you. Thank you so much.
And in the description, you'll find links to all of our social media. If you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.